third quarter, you guys had an answer. But I'm not sure this team has always had that. So what about the mental side that you have an answer today?
Yeah, I think, it took all three phases that had to make plays in big moments. First half, really the defense keeping us in it. And second half, it was, in crunch time, the offense had to go down and have a drive, and we were able to do that. So, it was all three phases working together. So that was big. And then we knew what type of game it was going to be when you're playing teams like that. They're a great team. It's going to be a four-quarter game, no matter how it starts. I think we missed some opportunities early to kind of jump out to an even bigger lead, but we knew it was going to be a dogfight. It was going to be a four-quarter game. It wasn't going to be easy, and we just had to find a way to win. That's what it's about, and that was the message all week, and to play physical, to attack them, and I feel like we did that.
Last week we spoke about the fans being a little bit mixed and how it felt a little bit like a home game. How much more did it feel like a road game this week with the Bills Mafia?
Yeah, it definitely felt like more of a road game this week for sure. The Bills fans, they came out, and obviously this was like a home game for them, so they came out and they were loud. We weren't really anticipating using silent cadence, and we had to, I'd say, half the game maybe. So that was something that we had to make an adjustment, and once we kind of settled in, we were fine. But that was definitely, it was kind of a surprise how loud and how many fans showed up from Buffalo. So that was cool.
Trevor, congrats on the win. 10 days ago, you traveled with a negative record. Now you're going back home with positive 3-2. Apart from the obvious, what changed within the group?
I don't think anything changed. I think we cleaned up some things. We've executed a little bit better. Still not great. I mean, it's never going to be perfect. This game it's an imperfect game, so it's never going to be perfect. But there's definitely things that we need to clean up. We need to continue to clean up. Still just a little bit sloppy, but the difference is we're making the plays when we have to make them in crunch time. And I think some of the other two games that we've lost, we didn't do that. When the moment was there, we kind of let the opportunity slip. So I think that's the biggest difference. And so I think if we clean up even more of the mistakes and the execution and the sloppiness, it'll be even cleaner. But it's never going to be perfect, and it's really just about winning. So,
Trevor, how are you feeling, and what was happening with the calf?
Yeah, just calves cramping up a little bit, in the second half of that game. So I'm feeling pretty good. Excited to get off my feet for 9 hours or whatever it is for this flight and get back home and recover and rest up.
Trevor, when you come to the line of scrimmage on that 3rd and 4 at the end, what do you, obviously the show cover zero, man-to-man across the board, and you see how they lined up one-on-one against Micah Hyde. How does that sight adjustment work? Tell me what you come to that situation.
Yeah, I was just, I was kind of surprised they gave us that look. It was something that, every team has tendencies to get when they get to cover zero, it's usually a certain look, and you're kind of ready for that. It wasn't necessarily the look I was expecting, but we saw it, and I knew it was going to be. We were in empty, so it was going to be pressure, and when they pressure you in empty, typically, especially zero, they got obviously one more than you can block. So I knew I had to get signal to something, and then I saw they had everybody pressed across the board and had Micah on a safety on Calvin. So that's like a great matchup, dream matchup for us. So I was excited, and we just took the shot. Yeah, it was just a quick little, we kind of, I got the check to him, and he knew what we were checking to, and I mean, great release off the line, ran a great route.
Trevor, could you just talk a little bit about your own resiliency today? Because I'm sure you felt mad about the fumbles, particularly the second one, because it didn't look like it was a play. The first one was a strip sack from behind, but the second one, it looked like you were trying to secure the ball. And yet, could you talk about just the resiliency of coming back from something like that and being able to kind of keep your foot on the gas, so to speak?
Yeah, it's this game, like I said, it's an imperfect game, and it's you tried your best to play as good as you can and to play perfect, but you never will. And obviously, like you said, I agree with all that. I think that one is frustrating because it was something I could have avoided. I felt like I held on the ball too long in that situation. One, don't need to take a sack when we're in field goal range, and two, obviously lose the ball and don't get any points. It's kind of a worse situation there. But I've had a lot of bad plays in my career. I've had a lot of games where I've had a lot of turnovers. I've done all those things, and I've just realized it's about the next play, and you can't ever think about that after it's over. So that's the way this game is. You're never going to be perfect, and even more so, it's important to focus on the next play when you did have a bad play, because you got to bounce back, and the team they need me to play well if we're going to win. So I understand that, and that's what I had to do.
2 questions left. And
you think that these 10 days here in London have, for example, Calvin has said that help bond the team, make more plays, make more snaps together. Do you think that for other teams and for yourself for other years, it's a good thing to play 2 games in a row here in Europe?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm the right person to ask. It was a cool experience. I think it was good for our team. We used it the right way. I think it kind of refocused us. We were about our business. We got 2 wins, and that was the goal, is to get 2 wins and go home. So I know we're excited to go home. It's a long time away from your life, I guess one would say, but we're excited to get back. But it was a cool experience. It was great. Fans are awesome here. The people were great. The hotels, the hospitality, everyone did. I know it takes a lot to take care of a whole team, so everyone did a lot to help us. So we appreciate that. But yeah, I don't know. I think it went well though. It went well for us. We went 2-0, so I'm happy.
Wrap it up right here in the middle. Trevor, Travis mentioned earlier the noise in the stadium compared to last week. How did you find it this week as the road team compared to last week as the host, and a lot more fans last week?
Well, it was much louder. Yeah, it was much louder, and obviously the fans did a good job of getting loud when we were on offense, especially on 3rd downs and in the red zone or backed up when we were near the fans. They did a really good job being loud, so that created a couple communication issues and stuff that we had to work through. And like I said, I felt like once we settled in and we understood, okay, it's a road game, this is how it's going to be, then we were fine.
Thanks, Trevor.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.